no matter who it happens to or what the circumstances are.
I always loved Katt.
I love Katt.
So I don't know.
He did that interview. He said I wouldn't have him on. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'll have you on.
The same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had.
Renowned MMA figure and podcaster Joe Rogan has consistently conveyed his profound admiration for the current comedic sensation. Katt Williams. Rogan has subtly alluded to the desire of having Williams as a guest on his program, sparking significant discussions. This prospect has stirred considerable buzz given that Williams' name has become synonymous with controversy. There's a lot going on here, so let's break down this drama. But of course, before we go any further, make sure first that you subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell for more updates and videos like this. Now let's get going. In the vast realm of the entertainment industry, Joe Rogan strategically leverages Katt Williams' name to shed light on the industry's most prominent figures and to provoke contemplation about the potential monopolistic nature of the entertainment business. Williams, with his penchant for controversial statements, becomes a catalyst for discussions that some perceive as an indication of Rogan's alignment with the speculations. Notably, Williams implicates influential figures like Kevin Hart and Steve Harvey, suggesting that their success in the industry may have been orchestrated by higher powers.
Ask 100 women, name something that little Kevin Hart has that makes up for his extremely short stature. Give it up for my dude, Kevin Hart.
He did that interview. He said I wouldn't have him on. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'll have you on. Let's go.
2 times.
Anytime.
Williams contends that Steve Harvey in particular borrowed elements from Mark Curry's role in Hanging with Mr. Cooper for his own show, The Steve Harvey Show. Additionally, Williams asserts that Harvey's reluctance to pursue a career as a movie star is due to a predicted lack of success, relegating him to hosting gigs like Family Feud and sitcoms. Williams himself dismisses the pursuit of movie stardom, expressing a disinterest in that path. He candidly states that Hollywood, inundated with thousands of scripts annually, lacks interest in a black actor with a rural background. Speech challenges and a resemblance to Mr. Potato Head Williams underscores the industry's demand for versatility, eventually shifting the focus to Kevin Hart as an exemplar. Katt Williams initiated the discussion by acknowledging Kevin Hart's impressive ascent in Hollywood, prompting him to scrutinize the unprecedented speed of Hart's success. Williams raised probing questions about whether Hart genuinely faced the typical challenges of the stand-up comedy world on his path to stardom. The comedian emphasized the significance of the journey, casting doubt on whether Hart's seemingly rapid triumph hinted at a narrative distinct from the conventional struggles of comedians. Williams introduced the term plant during the interview, characterizing individuals who achieve success seemingly out of nowhere without enduring the customary hardships faced by comedians, yet claim to be self-made.
A liar a platform to lie, then I'm not being messy by saying, hold on, that never happened.
Williams questioned Hart's narrative, highlighting a perceived contradiction in Hart's documentary with Chris Rock showcasing comedy roots on the East Coast. While engaging in similar pursuits in Los Angeles, Hart responded, attributing Williams's frustration to missed Hollywood opportunities due to substance overuse and unprofessionalism. Williams expressed discontent with the industry overlooking his comedy project suggestions, alleging that every movie Kevin Hart worked on for 5 years had initially crossed his desk. He emphasized efforts to challenge stereotypes. Despite these endeavors, Williams claimed his input was consistently ignored, leading him to question the industry's dedication to diversity and innovation. Chappell's revelation brought attention to a common belief in the industry that black entertainers needed to do unconventional things to succeed. In 2012, Kevin Hart was asked about Chappelle's claims during a radio show. While not outright saying he would never wear a dress, Hart stressed the importance of personal boundaries, saying that there are certain lines he won't cross.
But certain dots, like when I see that they put every black man in the movies in a dress at some point in their career, I'll be connecting them down like, wow, these brothers.
He mentioned movies like Big Mama's House and the Meta franchise, where comedians had worn dresses. Williams, without direct attacking Hart, questioned the choices made by comedians. Trying to make it big, he subtly suggested that some entertainers, including himself and Dave Chappelle, were willing to go against the usual expectations. possibly risking the chance to reach the same level of fame as Hart.
Might also be said that there's nothing funnier than a black guy in a dress. Okay, well.
Theme going around in the black community about black comedians wearing.
The conflict between Kevin Hart and Katt Williams reached a boiling point when Hart, exasperated by Williams's implications, aired his grievances on the Breakfast Club radio show. Hart launched a vigorous counterattack accusing Williams of evading accountability, particularly concerning legal issues, and substance overuse. According to Hart, Williams had jeopardized opportunities, evolving into a liability for studios, resulting in a decline in his career trajectory. Hart squarely attributed the downturn to Williams's choices, underscoring his own unwavering commitment to hard work and success while maintaining his principles. This feud ultimately transformed into a clash of values and principles.
Why is there no story of anybody who ever sold a to me, did with me, was around me when I was inebriated?
In essence, Katt Williams embodied a fraction of comedians steadfastly dedicated to preserving the authenticity of their craft and resisting conformity, even if it meant remaining on the outskirts of the industry. Conversely, Kevin Hart emerged as a figure who navigated the mainstream with remarkable success without compromising his core values or public image. Williams hinted that comedians like himself and Dave Chappelle couldn't achieve the same level of success as Hart because they resisted succumbing to industry pressures, potentially being coerced into uncomfortable situations for the sake of fame. One source of Williams's resentment towards Hart stemmed from the belief that the industry saw an opportunity to replace him with Kevin Hart. However, Williams did not hold Hart directly responsible for the situation. "You tell me I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it. They all know it. Why? Because you don't make me the villain, not the guy that raises black children and ain't done a Hart in his life." According to Vibe, Katt Williams viewed Kevin Hart as a puppet manipulated by higher powers. Hart defended himself, asserting that being labeled a puppet wasn't his fault. Drawing a comparison to a true story star, Hart highlighted that his success shouldn't be a source of resentment, urging people to direct their frustrations towards the decision-makers within the industry rather than the individuals navigating it. Despite expressing his feelings towards Hart, Williams clarified that at the time he held nothing personal against him, stating, "I genuinely wish him the best. I just know that someone's hand is stuck up that baby, you understand? Oh, we're a puppet show, boo. Please believe it," continued Katt Williams in a separate interview with Rover Radio. Williams addressed the conspiracy theory suggesting that Kevin Hart might be behind his controversies when questioned about whether his scandals were orchestrated to bring him down and elevate Hart in his former spot. While Williams dismissed the conspiracy, but believed that Hart was positioned as a potential replacement, Williams made it clear that the fault wasn't Hart's. Revealing the real truth of the matter is that I already knew what the situation was, and I'd already stepped to the side at that point in my comedic career, wondering what's going to happen with comedy, so I helped in the blueprint to create a Kevin Hart to fill that vacuum.